So whether or not you use a template, just trying to get a little bit of a set of proportion. This is just the height of it, trying to look at the overall space, the width of this kind of being symmetrical. And say if I did use a template, this is a different angle to start off with. So I might throw a center line right down the middle there, and then you can see a little bit of the addition. So if I do have that center line, I'll just kind of block it out and then go back freehand. So that's going to be the base of it. Kind of moving up here to the top. Again, finding the crosshairs for that center line, just to give that angle. So if it does taper down, I could even place in a mid-range elliptical shape here. See if I can squeeze this in here. And just kind of give it a easy way to get a symmetrical shape on either side of that. So as this is the point, just kind of get the feel for it. So it's pretty large, a little bit of a power section there. And I could even drop this down to be this section. Right from there. So that's kind of the base. And then keeping this up at the top for the thickness, it's pretty heavy, not only for durability but for insulating. Trying to keep the drink kind of cold there. So as much as an elliptical shape happens there, that's that shape for the section. So trying to get the overall geometric look to it, building that up. And then a straight line coming down for the handle. This is perpendicular to the glass itself, the cup. So trying to find the center line, having it extend itself out, almost build itself up off of a rectangle. And I'll just place a rectangle in there just so you can see it. And then it's just a rounded, both for the interior handle. Here's a center piece for the actual handle to stick on. And same with the top. It's going to have a crease up there that's going to allow it to bend. And arch this way. And there you have it. So pretty much the linear part is the place. Now to kind of focus on the section that's going to have the reflection is going to follow each one of these patterns. So if you can see some of this, placing it in. If I do start off wrapping this around, remember this is going around, so you don't want to make any corner on your elliptical shape. And this wrapping around this direction. And it's not really a hard edge. This is almost a cross contour, giving that curve right there. And building that up. And when you start to shade this, kind of look at the reflections to help. Locate that section there. This wraps around it. Okay. So for most purposes, the shading inside, I'll start up here, just arches this way, so any lines I put in there is going to help it. See about that coming in. Didn't look at it it as certain shapes. Try to see the reflected pieces from the glaze that's there. This part has a lighter lip at the top, so you can get away a little bit with this edge. And then again, the reflections and lines are all going to follow this contour line, centered here, just like almost like a wire frame. And if you treat it that way, it's just nothing more than reflecting what's on the table. Down to this rim. And down to this base. So this kind of tucks itself and wraps around this section. And then when you take a look at the underside of the handle where it attaches the cup, it's reflecting its own handle into the side of the cup. Same with this. So the handle has an edge to it, but not a sharp one. So again, the first shading kind of gives you enough to work from. So then go back and darken this up. If you lose the contrast from the shading, just go back and heavy up the outline that's going to be shaded in as well. And I can just overlap everything. So for a mechanical piece, it's pretty fluid with the glaze and the shading and the reflections are all broken down into these linear pieces here. How you can do in that?